Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to this August daily horoscope for Friday through Sunday, August 29th through the 31st. Okay, so over the weekend we've got the moon in Libra. We've also got Mercury changing signs into Virgo. We've got this opposition to Neptune, which I'll talk about, which has been taking place opposite the Sun. We've also got Venus going into Leo on Saturday. So a lot of important stuff, a lot of important shifts actually for everyone. So let's talk about the moon. The moon is in the crescent phase now, so things are starting to ramp up. And a lot of these new ideas that we've had over the past 4 or 5 days since the new moon, we're able to start putting them into action, start putting them into manifest, or at least starting to express them and share them with others, especially it being in Libra. It really calls of that. It really seems like the more that we express exactly what we've been learning or what new ideas we've had or uncovered over the past 4 or 5 days, the more it's making a manifest and the more it's really putting it out there. But in either case, it's starting to ramp up and it's just overall a time of expressing ourselves, which is great. It's a sextile with the new moon, and it's also, the new moon also took place in Leo. So this is the time of expressing ourselves and expressing our passion. But this is the time when things might start to be more public in terms of our new beginnings. Now, with the Libra energy, if you think about it, Libra is the scales, and it has to do with polarity. And, you know, we can choose to see things in polarity. I mean, we live in a polarized sort of universe where there is up, down, left, right, masculine, feminine, etc. And this is all part of the yin-yang and how the whole universe is kind of this self-operating mechanism that takes care of itself. It balances itself. And this is what Libra is all about. Now, it is about bringing balance and harmony in our lives. You've heard me talk a lot about relationships, so it's balance and harmony with relationships also. But it's also about seeing past the veil of polarity, which is really where we really connect, you know, because Venus rules Libra, and this is about connection. And the way we really connect with the universe is to see past the veils of polarity, past the veils of the illusion, and to see things in unity, to see things how they actually are. Okay, so if we're able to do this, then that's really bringing in the masculine and the feminine. It's bringing in all the polarities into one within ourselves, and of course then in our external environments as well. So do that over the weekend. See past the veil. I think you'll find it very, very rewarding, and there's opportunities here with the new moon here. The 7th is sextiling the 5th, and the 5th is where the new moon took place in Leo. So opportunities if we can do this, seeing past that. And I think that's where a lot of connections are going to take place. You know, with this relationship stuff, there's the maturity and, you know, and all that action that I talked about. But in this, for this weekend, it's just connecting to others in unity is really what we're called to do, while being mature and grounded, of course, which is why Saturn is there. But yeah, so that's the moon. Now on Friday, we've got Mercury going into Virgo. So for the next 3 weeks or so, it's going to be a very productive time for a lot of us. A lot of us who are spending a lot of time working right now, Mercury going into Virgo, there's a lot of mental aptitude and concentration that we can really put into our work. But it's not just work, it's also health and our routine in general. So hopefully, you know, this will be a time where we can really be aware of, like I talked about last video, on what we eat, you know, how much sleep we're getting, etc. And really make it conscious, make it, you know, put it into a routine, write it down perhaps, or just consciously, you know, be aware of it and the importance of taking care of your health. Because, you know, without the 6th house, without Virgo, you have no spiritual anchor. 6th house is your vessel. And if you take care of your vessel, you take care of your body, then that is obviously very important in this whole ascension process, which is all what we're doing anyways. We're all raising up our frequencies. That's what life is all about. That's what the 6th house is all about. So definitely a time to do that. Bring more conscious awareness to our physical bodies and our health and our routines and our work for many of us. Now also on Friday, we've got an opposition that's actually been taking place. You heard me talk about during the new moon, where Neptune is opposite the Sun. Okay, and the thing about oppositions, and this is playing in the role with Libra too as well, is that it helps us see things very clearly when there's an opposition. We're very keenly aware of the two separate energies. And in this case, we're very keenly aware of the spiritual realm, of the higher realm, of our higher selves also, because Neptune's in Aquarius on one hand. And then on the other hand, the earthly side of things, our self-expression, our hearts, our passion, everything that's here and now that we feel and we can observe. So there's contrast there, but see what happens is when you can see each separately, it's an opportunity to merge them, because when you can see them for what they are, then you know what you're merging. Whereas in a conjunction, for instance, when they're together, it's a blend of energies, and you can't really tell the difference. So strong difference, which means power to be able to unite those. And that's really what we're called to do in oppositions, is you might say balance the two, but really unite the two. So unite our spiritual selves with our passionate selves, with our creativity, with what we're doing here on Earth. So that is playing a big role. And it's really, a lot of us who are very intuitive, all of us are, but you've probably noticed telepathy, intuition, all that stuff is heightened right now because there's that separation. So there's that distinctness that we can really tap into. So it is a great time to really tap into those energies. So really listening to the higher self, certainly a lot of information can come down, so long as we're merging it, like I said, and grounding it. Very important that we ground these energies. Now on Saturday, Venus is going into Leo, so this whole cycle has been about Leo. And now with Venus going in there, you heard me talk about opening the heart. Well, now it's opening the heart with our relationships over the weekend, starting on Saturday. Opening the heart in the relationships, enjoying the relationships, adding an element of fun and passion and excitement and playfulness in all relationships in our lives, and seeing how that transforms them. Okay, because there's a lot of changes taking place in that sector, and now it's a time for a dose of fun. We've had Venus in Cancer, where it was very watery, optimistic, because we had Jupiter there, and there's a lot of flow, and it was water, but now it's coming into the light. So now it's taking everything that we uncovered emotionally within ourselves and relationships, etc., and now just having fun while Venus is in that 5th house for about 3 to 4 weeks. All right, so enjoying ourselves, especially with relationships, and at the bottom line is opening that heart within our relationships. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Take care of the weekend. If you have any specific questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.